Hey, so in this video, I'm going to give you 4 words of advice, and that is, don't swing like Hogan. Right after this, I'm going to explain why. Call me a blasphemer down in the comments if you dare, but stay tuned and I'm going to explain exactly why you should not swing like Hogan. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. As you know, I'm on a journey to hit it longer and straighter off the tee, longer and straighter all the way to the green. So if you would like to do the same or more of the same, then by all means join us, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment down below. All right, so before you Hoganites go crazy out there, let me just say I put him on my Mount Rushmore in the 3rd spot, right behind Tiger and Jack. Ben Hogan is the 3rd greatest golfer of all time, and of course one of the most beautiful, mechanically sound and repeatable golf swings of all time. So don't get me wrong, this is not a Hogan bashing video. This is to dissuade you, the average golfer out there, from trying to follow him as a model. And I'm going to give you 3 really good reasons why. All right, so let's talk about Hogan's position at the top of the swing. I put a photo up here in the corner. I might do a couple of them up here. And you can see Hogan was really known for his super flat position down here at the top of the swing like this. And you shouldn't swing like that because it takes so much body rotation to go with this. It's kind of a system that works all together. Jack Nicklaus kind of had a system that worked together. Hogan, a little bit on the opposite end of the spectrum, a lot in the flat, or which means super low like this. And when you swing flatter, there's no question that you need to rotate in a very specific manner and very hard to get that club back in front of you again to straighten out the path. Most people are just simply not capable of that kind of rotation. That style of rotation can be pretty hard on your body if you don't do it right. So instead, I'd rather see you in the middle of the plane at the top of the swing, somewhere around here, let's say, rather than down here and not up here, but somewhere cutting in the middle. If you can nail somewhere, anywhere in the middle of that zone, then I think you're going to be in really good shape. All right, the second reason why I don't think you should swing like Hogan, I think you could swing better than Hogan in this way. And because he was flat, you see, he really had what we call a packed right elbow. So I'll show you from this angle. So this flat position down here really packs this angle in close to the side. Now, of course, he was very good at getting the elbow back in front of the pocket again, which is really athletic move, really tough to do. If you don't do it naturally, it's very hard to learn. And so I don't like it because it kind of restricts the width of the arc. And what we know now is the further that we can displace this handle from its final resting point at impact, the more club head speed we're going to tend to get. So I want that elbow coming up high. I want that thing getting space off the side and height this way. You see my elbow is way up here. You see the difference between the Hogan width, which is only just a few inches off of my shoulder, and getting it way up here where it's now about a foot off of my shoulder. That is taking the handle and it's displacing it further from its final destination at impact, giving me a little extra time to press on the accelerator pedal and getting it to a high speed. All right, I've only got one more minor thing why and how you shouldn't swing like Hogan. While I loved Hogan's brilliant with the stance idea, if you've ever seen his foot map, and I'll put it up on the screen here, how you progressively get more open while the ball gets played further and further back, but not really, but kind of. So you have to look at the map to see what I'm talking about. But when it came to the driver, Hogan all of a sudden, I think, kind of screwed himself. I think he would have been even better if he didn't get so wide. So he gets really wide as soon as he gets to the driver. And what I think tends to happen when we get our stance much too wide is we tend to sway our heads back and forth more in order to make a complete shift of weight. So my teacher, Mike Austin, would call that the Frankenstein walk. So we get our feet wide. Now, if I wanted to balance on this right leg, you see, and then the left leg, and see, I end up swinging the upper half of the spine like an upside down metronome, with my head going side to side and my core, my center area, staying more in the middle. So the only way I can effectively shift weight is to let my head give some movement back and forth. So if we like to eliminate some of that head movement, and I think it's going to help you hit the sweet spot more often, is you're going to take the stance and you're going to narrow it up like that. So let me show you how wide I go. I'll hit a shot for you. And I try to keep my heels from getting outside my hip bone. So that's about my widest stance right here. And with my narrower stance, I find a much easier time shifting my center of mass to and fro, right foot to left foot, much easier when the feet are closer together than it is when the feet are wide. Try it at home sometime. You cannot make a full weight shift from foot to foot with the stance this wide. So just once again, I'm going to reiterate before all the Hoganites out there, you know, these people who follow Hogan and try to model themselves after Hogan are really serious devotees, and they don't like anything bad being said about Hogan or his technique. So, of course, Hogan's technique was different than some of the other greatest golfers in history, and it's harder for you, the average golfer, or even a low handicap golfer, 5-6 handicap golfer, it's going to be harder for you to model this than some of the other Hall of Famers out there. And so these reasons that I listed in the video are just a few of the things, the reasons why I wouldn't copy Hogan if I was you, unless you just get to be a ridiculously serious golfer. You've got great range of motion, all that. So hey, thanks again for watching my channel. I really appreciate you helping me grow so fast. And thanks to Golf Development Complex in Moore Park, California, for providing the beautiful scenery. It's perfect as usual. Coming out and hit a bucket, coming out and take a lesson in person from me. I have left my email contact down below in the description. Shoot me off an email and let's set up a session. All right, and as always, I'll either see you in the next video, hopefully, or I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Thank you very much. Take good care.